Track-born, street-raised. Why the Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RX is a naked superbike revolution world where performance motorcycles are constantly walking the tightrope between real-world usability and track day dominance. Triumph has thrown down a new gauntlet with the 2026 Speed Triple 1200 RX, more than just a variant of the already superb 1200 RS. The RX pushes the boundaries of what a naked bike can be, essentially blending the DNA of a race machine with the attitude of a street fighter. With this new model, Triumph isn't just tinkering around the edges. They've created something that challenges the very concept of performance in the naked bike category. It's more aggressive, more refined, and unapologetically built for riders who live for corner apexes, braking duels, and the occasional wheelie across the straight. Let's take a deeper look at how the Speed Triple 1200 RX redefines what it means to be a modern, high-performance street bike, purpose-built for precision at its heart. The 1200 RX is about delivering maximum track performance without losing Triumph's signature road refinement. The RX builds on the exceptional platform of the RS, but adds components and adjustments that make it unmistakably track-oriented. The result? A naked bike that corners like a supersport and provides the visceral thrills of a race machine without the bulk or compromise. The most noticeable change is the ergonomics. Clip-on handlebars have replaced the RS's risers, lowered by a significant 69mm, while the footpegs are repositioned to move the rider's weight forward and downward. This setup is not just for show, it has a tangible impact. The rider becomes part of the machine in a way that transforms fast corners into an immersive experience. The RX invites aggressive body positioning and rewards it with immediate, precise steering input and incredible stability mid-dash turn. In short, this bike feels like it was bred on the track and unleashed on the road. Suspension, brakes, and a whole lot of feel. Of the biggest enhancements on the RX is the adoption of Flynn's EC3 semi-active suspension system, paired with an electronic steering damper. Together, these components provide a constantly adaptive platform that can switch between comfortable road damping and ultra-responsive track feedback in milliseconds. This semi-active system is no gimmick, it's the difference between good and game-changing. During high-speed laps on a circuit like Portugal's Portimao, the suspension remains composed through blind crests, fast chicanes, and even under extreme braking. The feedback is immediate and intuitive, helping the rider stay in control even at the edge of grip. Complementing this system, Brembo-style monoblock calipers, some of the best brakes you can get on any production motorcycle. Their feel and power are phenomenal, and they're fully up to the task of repeated hard stops without fade. Combined with cornering ABS and intelligent traction control, the braking performance on the RX is surgical yet forgiving. Electronic Confidentiatrium's suite of rider aids on the RX proves that electronics aren't just about safety, they're about unlocking performance. The wheelie control system is a standout. Unlike systems that simply shut down power and disrupt rhythm, the RX's wheelie control allows for cheat mode launches and controlled lifts that feel exhilarating yet manageable. It's a perfect example of how rider assistance, when done right, enhances the riding experience rather than detracting from it. The engine braking control, customizable ride modes, and cornering-aware traction systems give riders the ability to fine-tune how the bike behaves based on mood, skill level, or terrain. Whether you want to feel every nuance of engine resistance during downshifts or keep the rear stable on corner entry, the RX adapts seamlessly. Also worth mentioning is the bright, intuitive TFT dash, which brings all of this tech together in a cohesive, easily accessible interface. Navigating between modes and settings is straightforward, allowing riders to focus on the ride, not the menus. The Cartomotive Advantage SIM is often an underappreciated part of a bike's character, but Triumph gets it right by partnering with a Cartomotive for the RX's titanium exhaust system. The result is a soundtrack that matches the bike's aggression: sharp, raspy, and race-ready. This exhaust doesn't just sound the part, it contributes meaningfully to performance by reducing weight and improving flow. Combined with the familiar 1,160cc inline triple engine, which pumps out 180 horsepower and 82.6 pounds-ft of torque, the RX delivers one of the most responsive and rewarding throttle experiences in the naked class. Road versus track, which is it better at? While the RX is undoubtedly a track day weapon, it's not so extreme that it becomes a burden on the street. The suspension softens when needed, the seat is tolerable for daily use, and the engine is just as happy cruising in traffic as it is hitting the limiter on a front straight. That said, the RS remains the more road-friendly option for longer journeys or commuting. The RX's lower bars and more compact rider triangle make it physically demanding over extended periods, especially for shorter riders or those less accustomed to a sport bike-like posture. But for weekend warriors and riders who prioritize performance and cornering above all else, the RX is a dream come true. The price of perfection at $21,495. The Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RX is $1,500 more than the RS. While that may seem like a steep jump at first glance, it's actually a smart value. Consider what you'd spend upgrading a standard RS with track bars and a Cartomotive system, premium suspension and steering dampers, not to mention the time and tuning. You'd likely exceed the RX's price before even matching its performance envelope. Plus, Triumph is only making 1,200 units of the RX globally, adding a level of exclusivity that's rare in this segment. It's not just a better bike, it's a rarer one. Conclusion: a new benchmark in the naked class. Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RX is more than just a special edition or a parts bin upgrade. It's a statement from Triumph that the future of naked bikes isn't just about horsepower and attitude, it's about precision, technology, and track-bred capability. It doesn't replace the RS, nor is it trying to. Instead, it offers an alternative path for riders who demand the utmost in performance without switching to a full-fared sport bike. For those who dream in lean angles and late braking zones, the RX stands ready. It's not just the most aggressive speed triple ever, it's one of the most compelling performance motorcycles you can buy in 2025.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe if you like videos like this. Thank you.